Hi Pisces, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus or North Node, or if you're drawn to this message. If you want to book a personal reading, information is for that down below, as well as other ways to donate and participate. You can watch me on TikTok. Let's go ahead and get to your reading. Hi Pisces. So, you've really been through the ringer. Been to hell and back. You've explored the ocean of the subconscious mind, seeing the incomprehensible. You got to a point where you felt so defeated, you didn't think there was a way up. There might have been a lot of deceit. In seeing other people's shadow side, darker side, you were able to explore your own. And now you're starting to come out of this storm. You're fully transformed, even if you might not be sure if you feel it right now. You are represented here by the mystic, and I talked about this in Cancer's reading, so you might be connected to a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart, strong Cancer or whatever. But the mystic takes in the darkness, the shadow. It like eats it, right? It craves it, and it keeps it in the throat and transforms it into nectar to feed, to nourish humanity, the world, other people, itself. And in nourishing the world, it nourishes itself. You can also have strong Scorpio in your chart. And crossing you, we have the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but the Star is a card of hope and healing, and the Star takes that which seems like it doesn't go together, and it uses it The Star is about healing, but it's about attaining a lot of wisdom. And this is a card that is represented by Aquarius, and we've also got the King of Swords here, and which is also Aquarius. And this is, you've gained so much wisdom, clarity, purpose. You know what you're doing, what you want, right? And down here in the subconscious, you've been mothering yourself. The womb is here, which is like the mother of all the mothers. And this is like nourishment that's provided to you. You could have actually had an outside source providing you with nourishment, but I feel like this is like you learned that the nourishment actually comes from within. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here. You found your nourishment by nourishing something that is to be beneficial for all. And it's going to be very abundant. You've been tending to it, watering it, taking care of it, and it's actually been nourishing you in return. Now, everyone doesn't know your secret. Part of this you've been keeping to yourself, almost like you're holding back, waiting to like premiere it to the world, if that makes sense. Now, on your mind, this is where it starts getting interesting. You've got the shadow, and you've got, the moon, which is your card. This moon is a lot about self-reflection, seeing your own reflection, seeing the deep, deep, dark parts of you, right? And loving it and not being afraid of it. And then there's this energy of rushing. Now, one thing I did notice is this could be either you or someone else or both. But one energy that is represented here is someone who is either not good with money so much, or home activities, maybe not the best parent, but like the energy is looking at that and being very real with it and seeing that this is an area where you need improving on, I guess. Like you want to, it's like an area that you want to improve, but at the same time you totally are accepting of yourself. It's not like shaming or blaming, or it's just seeing, hey, that's not my best skill. But if this is another person, because represented here is another person from your past, or something that you tried to do that caused you a lot of pain in the result of trying to do that. So it's either a person that caused you a lot of pain, or it is a project or something didn't go well. And now the idea, the person is rushing into your vicinity, like it's on your mind already. Now we've got earth, air, and fire here. If this is a person, like I said, they have been watching you. Now you realize that this storm, this pain that you went through, it's bringing out the poet in you. It's bringing out the creator in you. And you've got this new Ace of Cups. This new Ace of Cup here. This new cup. And there's a lack of confidence with this cup. So if you are working on something, there seems to be a lack in your confidence, but also this could be a lack of confidence in the person coming forward. But I feel like there is a mirroring going on, because the creator is out here as well. And you can see this person or this thing that's been lingering on your mind. This person could be, like I said, watching you. There was a really painful ending, but this painful ending, because it's bringing in so much wisdom, is causing you to come up with some kind of magnificent type of creation or creative idea. It could have to do with writing, poetry, but it doesn't have to be. And I feel like you have been plugging along on this. And I'm seeing more of that in your future. But there's something from your past that is reconciling with you. So something or someone. Now there is a lot of success coming in, but the advice is to push forward, work hard, and then rest, pull back, and meditate. It's like a push-pull. This is what you're being asked to do. Now, in your environment, you have all of this balance and harmony. You've got the King of Cups, who is compassionate, emotional, but he doesn't let his emotions take control over him. You've got the card of Temperance, which is harmony, balance. Usually you have, is it water and, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. Maybe it says on the card, fire. Yeah, fire and water. Okay. I should have known that because it's Sagittarius was represented by the Temperance. And then you've got the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords in this deck is a little different because it talks about seeing the contrast in two very opposite things and then using them for a purpose together. Like the two blades of scissors. And that's in your environment. So there's a lot of balance, love, harmony, passion. Now, I'm going to go to your hopes and fears, and then I'm going to look at your oracle cards, because your hopes and your fears, like I said, there's something or someone from your past coming back in, and you have a tendency to be afraid that the past is going to repeat itself, which is, most people do that. They have this fear, right? But let's take a look at your oracle cards. So with Bright Baby, that is asking you to focus on doing what you're doing right in the moment, because it's looking at something that looks damaged beyond repair. So it could be an old project or old relationship that you figure there's no way that could work. How could that work? And going on in your mind about how's this even possible? And what it's saying is don't worry about the details. To focus on your goal of purpose and just do the next step. Take the next step. Keep going. Take the next step. And leave the details up to the universe, to God, whatever it is that you want to call it. The next card you have is Radical Curiosity, and this is all about the curiosity of a child or the maiden. It's the naivety. It's like almost like take on this old thing with the old problems and look at it as you would seeing it for the first time. Like it's brand new. You've never seen it before. You don't know the issues. But use the wisdom that you have, not the accusations, but the wisdom to do things differently this time. And lastly, you have blessings. That is what will come of this. It's like this old thing you're making new is going to be a big blessing for you. And it's not over. You got so many cards showing it's not over. And it actually shows one of you could have totally cold-heartedly cut the other one off, and now you're building something with them. Or you could have had something abruptly end. Okay? You're building something with it. But there's so much wisdom and action, and this actually shows you becoming a master at overcoming your thoughts, your physical limits. And it's like you're on top of the world. You are no longer conflicted. You know how to handle this. You know how to move forward with this. So that's what I have for you. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave your comments. I will answer them. Thank you.